well. I have to say, everything here does look pretty tidy. Yeah. Yeah. I think we just need to check over in that area. We'll be set.
Okay. Watch your step, Duck.
Thank you. Oh God! Ow! Oh! Ah! Ow! Ah! God! Oh! What was that?
I told you.
What?
Duck.
Duck?
Yeah, the sign says duck. You were warned.
That sign says duck. Duck your head.
Not duck your head. Where do you see your head? The sign says duck. Watch out for wild duck.
What? Where do you see watch out for? I don't see watch out for. I saw duck. I heard duck.
Well, you didn't hear the duck until it bit you, did you?
Do I need like a tetanus shot for this?
Yeah, most people don't even know ducks bite. They're vicious creatures. That's why I have the sign.
Yeah, you got the sign over the doorway.
Yeah, I put it over the doorway. Where else do you want me to put it? Put it out back? By the time anyone could read, it'd be way too late. Duck. Through this doorway are ducks.
Well, you see how someone, could assume, just assume, that duck would mean, especially over a low doorway, duck would mean duck your head.
No. I mean, it's a low doorway. If it's lower than your head, you would naturally duck. People need a sign for they can't see, not for they can. You can't see the ducks back there. They hide.
Wait, they hide?
Or they seem to hide. You walk in, it's dark, you can't really see, and out of nowhere there's a car. Ow! You got a chunk out of your butt.
They get that high?
Sidney got bit in the arm.
In the arm?
And he knew about the damn ducks. He disregarded the sign. I mean, look, I can issue a hard hat for a construction worker, but what can I issue for a duck? The sign is best I can do.
Well, the sign, it's not good enough, okay? It's not a reasonable enough warning. Maybe like, I don't know, beware of duck or bad duck.
Okay. Friend, there are no good ducks. I mean, duck means bad duck. Like, dog does not mean good dog, playful puppy dog. It means bad dog, dangerous dog. Did you expect Huey, Dewey, or Louie? Did you expect Duck à l'orange or Canard à l'orange?
I thought it meant duck your head above a low doorway.
A low doorway, yes. That's why I called out, in case you misinterpreted the sign and thought...
You yelled out the same as the sign.
So you misinterpreted that too. It's a reasonable mistake. No one's blaming you.
Well,
wait. Actually, you know where the crux of the problem might lie? In the word itself. I mean, duck. Duck can mean a verb, to duck, or a noun, a vicious quacking fowl. So which is it, the verb or the noun? So say, okay, I got it. Say if, just if. There's quicksand beyond this doorway.
Quicksand.
Yeah, and there's a sign that said quicksand. Then you know, I mean, it would be clear that beyond the door is quicksand. You wouldn't duck. So there's the crux of it.
I should really sue you for this. I mean, duck, it's just not a good enough warning.
Yeah, you can sue. Spend a lot of time, money, inconvenience, make a couple of lawyers rich. But I mean, what'll that get you? What do you got? A little rip in your pants? $2 to stitch up? Maybe $5?
Yeah, and how much to stitch up my leg, eh?
Did it break the skin? They don't usually break the...
But don't touch it. I might have to get a tetanus shot.
Ducks don't have tetanus.
Well, rabies, something.
You have to produce the duck. You have to find the duck. The guilty duck. A duck that bit you. A duck that's foaming in its mouth. Have you ever tried to find a duck, by the way? A specific duck? I mean, it's no easy task. They wander off and they get eaten. But even if you did find the ferocious quacking fowl, I mean, whose duck is it? It's not mine necessarily. Could be a wild duck just wandering by. Who are you going to sue? You're going to sue God for making a wild duck bite when it's threatened?
Wait a minute. Threatened?
Or her young. Ducks can be fierce when their young is threatened.
But I didn't threaten any young. Okay? I just stepped out from under that doorway and...
You stepped out. But what did you step on? Do you perchance step on a tiny little duckling, squishing its body into mush, crushing its brittle little bones like matchsticks, like balsa wood, crushing its eyes, throwing its eyes back into its head, squishing its guts out through its mouth, eyes have just opened for the first time. For the first time you see your giant heel descending down, crush the God-given life out of it, and that sound, the first and last sound of its mother screaming for mercy, quacking, stop, stop.
Please! No, I'm sorry, no, that would that would not stand up as a defense in court. No due cause, no evidence
The
of.
duck could have eaten it. And they do that. They fight like tigers to protect their young, but as soon as they realize it's been murder, they figure might as well.
Murdered?
Manslaughter, accidental, whatever. They don't mourn. They fight, then they eat.
But it didn't eat it. It didn't return. There's no dead duckling.
Probably crushed into the mud.
No duckling, no cause for any violence.
Duck! Duck!
Ow! Ow! God!
Oh,
Ow! Ah!
They zoom by like that.
What was that?
Not duck can go like that. They'll take your head off. I told you.
Duck?
Yeah, it's one hell of a duck. You didn't see it? Obviously had wingspan.
You yelled duck, duck.
Yeah, duck, duck. The first dog meant, duck coming. Second duck meant, duck. Duck.
I am bleeding. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring suit for this, okay? You cannot keep getting away with this.
Getting away with what? What did I do? I didn't fly by and hit you in the head. That was a wild duck flying south. And am I responsible for flying foul information? Be realistic. This was not my duck. You're responsible for what happens to you. You can't just keep relying on other people. Warning, security guarantees. Nobody guarantees a duck. And especially a wild duck. They're migratory birds flying south. And why not? It's cold. Their children have been crushed. Why stick around? They're no different than a goose. Have you ever heard the song "I Must Go Where the Wild Goose Goes"? Because my heart knows what wild goose knows. Mother goose, brother goose, or the wanting still heart of duck, duck, duck.